couple hours ago, I released a video for AITX talking about their dilution. They dilute way more than Ilus, way more. They dilute like 2 billion a year. They're very consistent with their dilution. And if you want to check that video out, you'll learn a lot from that one. But I want to look at when this bottomed out, okay? And we want to compare that to the dilution. We want to look at the chart for dilution and see how dilution has affected us over the course of the years, if at all. So let's start with the share price. The lowest it's gone to is 0054, and that happened early in 2024. So let's keep that in mind. Right now, stock bottomed out at 0054, and on top of that, it happened early in 2024. With that out of the way, let us look at, oh yeah, this is the AITX chart right here. Look at that dilution. Ooh, 2 billion a year. Now they're at 10 billion plus. So, just to compare. But Ilus here, let's look at Ilus real quick. Let's go to the 5-year chart. So since 2019, they had 553 million in outstanding shares. And then in 2020, that increased to 767 million. And apparently it didn't increase in 2021, but then going from 2021 to 2022, it increased from 767 million to 1.24 billion. So that's about half a million in dilution. Wait, half a million? Am I insane? Not half a million, 500 million. 500 million in dilution from 2021 to 2022. Even though they made so many promises. So no, not promises. Let me take that back. So many statements in the shareholder letters saying they weren't going to dilute and that they were going to reduce the outstanding shares, share buybacks, blah blah blah. So obviously that was, they were full of it. And then it kind of just stayed stagnant going into 2023. It actually decreased just a little bit, not a lot, yeah, just a little bit, not even significant enough to matter. But we had, we want to see dips. That would be beautiful. Please buy back all the shares and bring this down to the 500 million range that you stated in one of your earlier shareholder letters. So 2022 going into 2023, they diluted another 40 million, I believe. Yeah, 40 million. Am I reading this wrong? I think I'm reading this wrong. Yeah, I am reading this wrong. Another 400 million, not 40 million. I'm like, what? Yeah, if ooh, wow, okay. Yeah, look at this. Ooh, look at that sweet dilution. Look at that sweet dilution, guys. Look at that sweet dilution. That is one hell of a diluted chart. But yeah, the outstanding shares have been increasing steadily at about a rate of, let's see, let me pull up the chart here. They dilute. You know what's funny is they dilute like a little bit at a time, but it accumulates. Like you can tell, like it's just little bit at a time, little bit at a time. Have they been diluting every day? Or not every day, every month. Like January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So they diluted. Yeah, they slowly dilute like little amounts here and there, and it adds up. I guess they do that just not to scare people. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But they dilute a little bit at a time, and for the most part, like I just showed you AITX's dilution chart. By comparison, this makes AITX look really bad, right? Like, oh my God, AITX is garbage because they dilute 2 billion, 2 billion every year. I mean, in May, yeah. Look at this. Let me pull up the 5-year. Watch this. In Wait, is this Ilus? Oh yeah, this is Ilus again. I hate when this happens. I need AITX, sir. Thank you. Page not found. What do you mean page not found? There should be. I'm making a video. I need you to work right now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so by comparison, this thing just from 2020 to 2021, 2 billion. Then another 2 billion going into 2022. and then 1 billion. Wait, no, wait, not 1 billion. Then yeah, 1 billion going into 2023, and then another 3 billion going into 2024. So you'll notice a pattern here with the ATX. It just kind of, it's kind of, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad compared to Ilus. So I honestly, and if you guys watched my previous video talking comparing the three kings, comparing AITX, Sybil, and Ilus in terms of revenue and financials and all that, then I'm sure you guys remember me saying Ilus is probably the better buy here. Just it is the better buy, not probably. It is the better buy just on the financials. If we look at the outstanding shares and the history of it, Ilus also looks like the better opportunity just in terms of dilution because the other two, well, Sybil doesn't really even have, you can't even buy it, so I'm not even going to include Sybil in this. But just on the dilution charts alone, which is weird, right? We're looking at dilution charts, we're looking at regular charts, we're looking at all kinds of data right now. But just on shares outstanding alone, Ilus is the winner. I think Ilus is the clear king of the OTC just by looking at the financials and how they dilute. Because over the same time frame, AITX diluted, yeah, a lot. You just saw almost 10 billion. So by comparison, Ilus is it's in a great position, and this is the kind of information I should be looking at more consistently. It really isn't a bad stock. I know I give it a lot of crap. I do, and I have nothing bad to say really. It's just the only yeah. It just they just they make a lot of statements in their shareholder letters and they don't follow through right away. Like things are always changing for them, and we never get the follow through on what people bought in for. Let's be real. What did people buy in for? What did do you guys remember why people bought Ilus? Yeah, let me see if I can find Moon Market Ilus video because Moon Market made a video. This is really I'm not gonna say Moon Market orchestrated this, but definitely had an influence on it. Finally uplisting to New York Stock Exchange, Ilus QND penny stock. This is what we have been waiting for. Will Ilus run to $1? This was streamed a year ago. So yeah, uh, I think he stopped making videos on Ilus. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, because Ilus just didn't follow through. That's the truth. A lot of shareholder statements going, hey, we're gonna uplist shareholder value. A lot of talk and not a lot of walk. That's been the biggest issue, and a lot of people bought in because of the uplist, and they were expecting the uplist not in 2025 or 2024. They were expecting it way back when, and I think that's. I mean, I think that's 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 really the biggest gripe I think for most people and for me as well. But I know some of you might disagree. I think some of you are more savvy when it comes to investments. You know what I'm saying? Like you recognize the opportunity here and you're just gonna sit and wait. And you're patient enough for that. But most people, believe it or not, they're not patient like you are. They put money into this way back when, average down, because they thought we were gonna get the uplift a lot sooner. Especially moon markets people, because moon markets people, they were the ones going crazy, like, oh my god, this is gonna go to dollars. I'm gonna average down from 50 cents to 40 cents. Oh my god, it's gonna bounce from 30 cents to 50. Guys, buy back in. Like it. So he, like, again, I'm not gonna say he's, I'm not gonna blame anyone, but that time it was a crazy time back then. People were pumping and dumping like crazy. But overall, that dilution hasn't really been a big deal. And we bottomed out down here early 2024. At this point, I already added my first position at 1.2, at 0.012, just to be specific. And I'll be looking to add some more if it comes down to 0075, and then maybe a final batch at 0053. And that is it for the video. Um, I know I do give the stock a lot of crap, but for the most part, we look at the financials, we looked at the dilution chart. I don't think there's much else to look at. We looked at the real chart, the trading charts, Based on all three charts, this is a buy. And this is why I've been buying and telling people like right now is the time to buy. Not just never chase, never be the sucker that chases and holds a bag up here. Never do that. Never chase. Be the one buying it when no one wants it down here. When no one wants it here. And then when it runs to 2 cents plus, we'll take our 50%, 80%, or whatever, and have a good laugh and have some beers. And that's all there is to it. I mean, we're just here to make money at the end of the day. I don't know if I'm an expert at trading penny stocks, but I'm pretty good at it. Good enough that, I mean, we're gonna make money again. I believe that. If you don't believe that, this is not the this is not the channel for you.